I'm muting.
Greetings, Internet! It is I, Ben Hodge, and we are Mashed Potato. Thank you so much for joining us this evening on improv.com. We have a great show this evening. We are Mashed Potato, 10 to 10:30. Funkle Todd is coming up live at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, this is a big weekend for improvisation, as you all may or may not know. We're glad to be filling in for Electronic Initiation, who probably are all massively hungover from DCM. We love what they do, and we're graciously joining in on their 10 p.m. Monday slot, so thanks for having us. Ben Cohen, you were at DCM this weekend. Tell the fine people why DCM matters.
Oh boy. I guess for me it's a good way to be a member of a community. It feels like a good way to cap a year and start a year over, and it's halfway through the regular year. I think for the UCB and people who've been around for longer, it's a way of memorializing Dell, but I didn't know the guy. I guess I'm not big into hero worship, but that's probably why, because Del Close is such a massive figure in improvisation.
Well, and the community is really awesome to see that happen. And you know, I was in LA this week, and I was following a lot of my friends at DCM, Twitter and stuff, and it was great to see great things happening, as it always does. So improv brings some great, beautiful things together. So we're glad to have you here. And Houston, how are you doing? Houston coming to us from.
Hey guys. I'm doing pretty good.
Houston cleaned up his house.
Yeah, that was my big project. So you know, everybody else is doing festivals and stuff. You know,
what was the impetus for the house clean?
Just needed to be done. Obviously, if you know, you guys noticed.
Actually, Christy noticed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nate noticed too, I guess too. I didn't.
Yeah.
But, so what is the thing you would rather not clean at all? Like, what do you put off the most?
Let's see. The one thing that would be vacuuming.
Really?
Yeah. I would rather do any dishes. Like I'd clean the dirtiest dishes, the dirtiest laundry. Just vacuuming. That's the worst.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Sure, Ben.
It's like it's the easiest. You just push a thing around. I don't understand.
No, vacuums never work. Like, they're just not. You have to get like a $500 vacuum before it to be any good. Otherwise, you're just blowing dirt around.
So you have a vacuum. You have a vacuum cleaner and you hate it?
Yes, I despise it. It just, you know, it blows more dust out than it collects. You can literally just see.
I've read that. Cloud. I've heard that is true.
Yeah, they're pointless. It's a scam. It's a gimmick.
Interesting. Well, we may have to come back to something. I'd be interested to come back to something like that. Christy Boone, how are you doing, OKC?
Fantastic.
Christy Boone leaves her door open at her house, just saying.
Not overnight.
Oh, okay. Like, what is it, a breeze thing, or is it just I'm in Oklahoma City in a nice area, nobody, I mean, I'm really paranoid. I'm jealous of your non-paranoia.
I can lock my screen door, which is a glass door, and then I can look at all the beautiful trees outside, and my neighbors are friendly. You know, we walk our dogs, do the jog thing. So it's just, you know, a sense of not feeling completely isolated in my home.
I have a question. Do you stand at your door, your glass door, and just look at people?
Usually naked, if I'm going to do that, just to see if they look back.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it's just for shock value. No, I don't just stand there looking at people. That's creepy.
Well, it's Oklahoma City.
But I wouldn't want people to do that to me. Why would I do that? I wouldn't want somebody standing on the other side of my front door just creeping in my house staring at me. You're weird.
I do that, by the way. I do it.
I
live on a busy street, and I definitely stare at my window and look at people. So
Really?
it's okay.
You just watch.
Yeah.
I mean,
Never.
It's people watching. It's homework.
but Do you like take photos and look at them with your binoculars, or do you just kind of?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I have a sketch pad. All these things.
All these.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm gonna.
interrupted.
I can't believe I'm gonna ask this, but Nate's gonna bring us back here. Mr. Beal, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good, man. I got new roommates, and I'm moved into a different room to party with you guys. So I don't know. I feel great.
So what was wrong with the old roommates?
Oh, I mean, okay, but they gave me 2 weeks' notice and disappeared, and I've been in crash mode trying to get new people, but I found people that are like UCB community people, and like it's nice because I don't know, it was nice that was like a connection that I could count on and like trust them to not be total idiots and like irresponsible.
Well,
So
that's
yeah. So you know, I don't trust the people.
good. You don't trust the people. I see where this is going.
I'm not big on hero worship either. You know. You know, the thing is, when I started cleaning houses, the biggest problem, actually, I have to say, is that it dispelled any myth I had about people being decent humans. That's it. It's a sad state of affairs out there.
Wait, did you say you clean houses?
Yeah, when I clean houses, I unearth some of the most disgusting things you can imagine in people's homes, and then that's what feeds my opinion of people now. And I used to be big on hero worship. Like, I used to enjoy putting people up there. But now, fuck that.
Hey, you know, what is the deal with vacuums anyways? I mean, you put them on the rug, you plug them in, you push them around, and all it seems to do is just make the allergens fly all over my house. I mean, come on.
Well, sir, you just don't have the right vacuum. If you look over here on the shelf, you'll see some of our top-of-the-line models. Now, those are not going to just spray allergens all over your house. We've got special hoses that will not only vacuum your carpets, but will pull the allergens from the local environment and get those as well.
Well, where do they go? Where do those allergens go?
Well, they go inside. There's actually there's a singularity inside of this vacuum.
A singularity?
Yeah, a black hole.
I'm an allergen and I'm trapped in a black hole, a singularity of a vacuum cleaner. Oh my God, it's the abyss. Ah!
Hey, sir, is this vacuum cleaner going to make all these whining noise?
Yes.
I'm not sure if I really want to...
Well, that's how you know it's working. I wanted to demonstrate that for you. That's the sound of an allergen being sucked into the hellish nightmare of a black hole.
Oh, okay.
We cut back to this man's home with his wife.
So, honey, yeah, I guess this vacuum's a lot better than the one that we got before. I think you plug it in. You turn it on, and you see and there's like, and you plug it in, you turn it on, and there's like a black hole, and all the allergens get sucked into the black hole, and it makes this sweet, passionate music. It's pretty amazing.
Sweetheart.
Yes, honey.
The only thing you ever talk to me about, the only thing you ever talk to me about is cleaning supplies. I'm a well-rounded human being. Why don't I do that?
That's right. Listen to it, honey.
It's kind of romantic.
Listen to those allergens.
Why don't I try vacuuming with it a little bit, and we'll see what happens, okay?
Okay, maybe it'll get you going, honey.
Dust is everywhere.
Yeah. It's going into the black hole.
Dust is everywhere.
I'm going into a black hole.
Sweetheart. lovely singing and somebody talking about a black hole, but it's not collecting any of the dirt or any of the dust. Go back and talk to that salesman.
It's a singularity, honey. Let's see if we can. I don't know. We cut back to
the showroom.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's not collecting any of the dust?
I don't know. I'm gonna let my wife talk because when I'm kind of really out of it right now. I'm a little bit frustrated. The house is a bigger mess than it was when we started. Okay, sure, it sounds beautiful, but
if you want to let your wife do your talking for you, that's fine.
Yeah, that's right. I will.
The couple is covered in just dirt and dog fur, and yeah.
Hi, we just came from doing one of those Tough Mudder races with our dog, and this was on the way back. So, anyways, honey, thank you for letting me speak. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We would like to return this.
Oh, well, like I said, what seems to be the problem? I mean, the vacuum cleaner is top of the line. There couldn't possibly be anything wrong with it.
Hey, listen, when you're done with these two homeless people, all right, I need a new dishwasher that doesn't bitch when I run it.
I'm tired.
I don't want to wash any more dishes.
Yeah, I don't want that model. I want to upgrade.
Yeah, I want to be taken somewhere else. I hate it here.
You're not gonna listen. There's no way I'm buying the same model again. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, were you at that Tough Mudder race as well? You know, the one where you go through the mud? I think I saw you there.
I was actually I was at the Tough Mudder, and before that, I actually cooked brunch for 25 people, and that's why I need this dishwasher. That dishwasher was bitching like a little baby all morning, and then I just said, forget it, and I pushed it out on the street, dishes and all.
Excuse me, sir, I will speak up, and I will interject that we were with this customer service representative dealing with our singularity issue, so I would ask that you may step off and let my wife continue her conversation with this guy, and you can take your dishwasher and just hold off for a second. Honey, was that good? Honey, was that like grabbing the moment, and was that like just like standing up for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was incredible.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely love it.
Here you are.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's clearly a lot of you with a lot of issues. If we could just get you one at a time, we could perhaps replace the singularity in the vacuum, but we can't.
I bought a stove from you guys, and every time I turn on the oven, it speaks to me backwards in a satanic voice. I really don't want to keep this in my house. It's like...
You're referring to the Inferno 3000.
Yes, I want a new stove.
Certainly. I can tell you that, any other models you get are just going to have even worse demonic noises. That's the.
We cut to the house cleaning business in action. So yeah, I mean, I tell you what, like, I'm not into hero worship anymore, but Satan I can kind of get down with, It's like the tone of his voice.
Oh, have you checked out the stove in this place? All you have to do is
I was
turn
just
on the
cleaning it
button.
up. I know.
Turn on the oven. You clean it.
That's it. It's self-cleaning. It's like
Self-cleaning.
I don't have to put any of that puritanical work in. Satan cleans it with the heat.
And he yells at you. Backwards. He speaks to you.
I love it when he yells at me.
Turn it on. Listen to this. It's amazing.
Do it. Turn it on, please.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Satan, it's your break. I'll cover for the next 20 minutes.
Oh, thanks. I was getting tired of that.
We come back to the
Fancy.
couple with the new vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, so
Hey, sweetie.
this one, hey, oh, you're talking, baby? Okay, that's right, sorry. Go ahead.
No, Go ahead, it's you
No,
first.
No, you go, honey. You're so cute when you do that. You go.
Okay. Listen, I feel like it doesn't matter what vacuum cleaner we get, we're gonna have problems.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that our feeling these issues are deeper than appliances.
Yeah. Well, like when you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know when enough is enough. You know, like what do you want from me? Do you want me to really clean the floor, or do you want it? Do you want me to just kind of get things messy? I don't know. Or are you just trying to get rid of me? I'm just, this is confusing, honey, and I think this is the right place to have this conversation in the middle of this department.
I want you to be okay with yourself, and that's all I can ask.
But I'm not okay if you're not okay, and if you're not okay, then I'm not okay, and then things aren't okay.
Well, I'm not okay.
Sir.
I'm not okay. Excuse me. Go ahead.
Yeah.
If I
cut
could,
to a shrink's office.
How do you get all the dust out of the ground here? This place is immaculate. It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, look at this. There isn't one speck or iota of dust anywhere.
Well,
So,
Dr. Lewis, our problems are solved.
You know what? I beg to differ because I can't say that going to the appliance store and talking about how you feel about what the appliances are saying or you think they're saying to you is ever going to help your marriage.
Dr. Lewis, I'm saying this is the cleanest place I've ever seen in my life. What sort of appliances do you use?
I mean, any old sort of appliances. They were installed by my assistant, actually. I didn't have anything to do with it.
Listen, Dr. Lewis, I was like a massive stress ball, and I was like ready to divorce my wife before this meeting, but just walking in this room and breathing in all of this fresh allergen-free air, I am rejuvenated with love. My loins have been rekindled.
Let's fuck.
Yeah,
here.
Let's do it right now.
Allergens! We're going into the abyss!
I tell you what. You know what? You should definitely you should help yourself then to the toys in the cabinet, and you should use those as tools to fix yourself as if you were the appliances. And then please just listen to each other.
Dr. Lewis, as your assistant, I do want to remind you that most of those toys have been returned because they have voices inside them.
It's fine. They're gonna hear a new. They're going to hear a new tone, and it's going to change their marriage. And honestly, like I can't handle these two anymore. So just show them the toys, would you?
Okay.
Please let them
I'll
play
give
with
them
the
the
toys.
Harlequin romance version.
We cut to a conference room with a CEO of a company gathered around his employees discussing the importance and validity of creating brand new, never been used appliances.
Okay, you guys, seriously. I know we've been at this for an entire day. I get it. I know everybody's exhausted, but
It's really
I cannot.
dusty in here. It's really dusty in here, boss.
No, I understand.
Okay.
That's why we're here. We're trying to troubleshoot how to quit going back to used appliances and why it's so critical. This was an example of why it's so critical to continue to build new appliances for people.
It would be great if we could get a handle on the mold in here, because honestly, I don't know what it's doing to me, but I have a headache all the time now. And that flickering fluorescent.
What if we make the vacuum cleaner play louder music? Do you think would that solve the problem?
Okay, Brett, you may be fired after that suggestion. That didn't work the last time. I don't think decibels are our issue here. I think it has to do with new units. It's like a relationship, right? Sometimes you get used to hearing the same old voice over and over and over again, and it infuriates you. And
Yeah,
then,
we're not saying turn on the radio louder to shut out the whining. Is that what you do when your wife is talking to you?
no, you get rid of her. You turn
That's
her in
right.
for a new model.
Get a
So
new
it's-
model.
What if
Guys.
vacuum cleaners could play different music?
Guys, let me throw in my 2 cents here. I know I'm
Alright,
just
great.
an old guy from the old company, and I'm not young like you kids. But You know how the old stereos used to have really great vacuum cleaners attached to them?
Yeah, I remember that, Frank. My
Yeah,
dad
of course.
had that.
What if we use
Those
those?
vacuum cleaners sounded like vacuum cleaners, though.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So go back to
Oh,
making
that-
vacuum cleaners that just sound like vacuum cleaners. Appliances that just sound like their actual
Hey,
mechanics.
hold on. I want to hear what Frank has to say. I'll fire you on
Yeah, I want to hear what that Frank has to say. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, what I
that-
was
yeah.
saying is, why don't we make vacuum cleaners that sound like? No, that guy got the gist of it. He got it real quick. That was what if we make vacuum cleaners that sound like vacuum cleaners?
Sometimes the
thinking we
old
could
ways are the
separate-
best ways.
Yeah, he got it. I guess I'm useless. I'm gonna retire.
You know what, Frank?
Oh boy.
You were my granddad's best friend when my granddad created this company. I only came into this job because my granddad died and my dad died, and they made me CEO. I
Tommy
feel
Boy.
like
We work for Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy.
That's
I'm
right.
Tommy Boy. Frank, I need you.
Listen,
if you
I-
retire,
Yeah, Frank, we need people like you.
You can't leave, Frank.
Listen, Tommy, I got something I got to tell you. My grandson, you know that really type A friend of yours from high school?
yeah.
He's considering running for political office, and he needs some help with somebody who's charming like you.
So maybe I become his campaign manager, and you take over as CEO.
Right, like in the film Black Sheep with Chris Farley and David Spade.
Yeah, no, I totally got the reference.
Okay.
Great. It's genius. It worked then. What could go wrong?
I bet it'll be funny.
People rave about this for years.
We cut to the
these two on the
political
campaign
speech. The
picture.
political speech with this Type A personality giving the Type A campaign introduction speech of this candidate and this Type A personality.
Okay, every single I has been dotted, every T has been crossed. Ladies and gentlemen, our potential constituents, I would like to just recommend you or commend you for being here today in this 102-degree weather. Thank you for wearing sunblock. We do have additional sources of sunblock for you because safety first. I will be introducing to you your one and only potential Senator Smirnoff, and he will take the stage here in exactly 5 minutes and 2 seconds. I would like an applause from this point forward. Thank you again. Please continue to cover yourselves in sunblock.
You know, I'm not big on hero worship, but I got to say, this guy, he's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd vote
really
for
like
Senator
the-
Smirnoff any day.
Yeah, they make a lot of good points. You know, I can really get behind it.
Is this where the alcohol is?
No, Senator Smirnoff has nothing to do with the alcohol Smirnoff. A lot of drunks here I've been
Huh?
noticing.
But I'd love to have a beer with the guy. I mean, you know, truth be
There's a lot
told.
of drunks.
We have exactly 2 minutes and 31 seconds before Senator Smirnoff, the candidate, obviously, soon to be
I
Senator
agree.
Smirnoff, takes the stage. Also, he will be having beers with those constituents who promised to vote for him during the election.
Boo, I don't want any beer. Where's the
Well, I did see him selling some street bourbon in one of the aisles over there.
Does he make it in the hubcap?
Yeah, it makes it right in the hubcap, right in front of your eyes. Like you could just put the hubcap up to your lips and just guzzle it down.
That's the only way to drink street bourbon. Everybody knows that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now have approximately 31.2 seconds until the candidate, Senator Smirnoff, will take the stage. I would like to also tell you that most of you don't trust the people, but I can vouch as an A-type personality myself for Senator Smirnoff's commitment not only to the people, but also to very strict order.
Give me the Type A Smirnoff. I want the Type A Smirnoff right in my face right now. This is a scam. Everything's a scam.
Tommy, listen, I gotta say, there's a problem. That Senator Smirnoff's he's running about 10 seconds early.
What? No, he can't do that. He can't take the stage
I
until I tell him to
scheduled-
take.
Well, you better say something.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know I promised you 31.2 seconds, and we're now down to 13.2. Actually, Senator Smirnoff will be taking the stage in exactly 2.8 seconds at this point because I've taken that much time to talk. Again, I would like to remind you he does, in fact, represent the people in the best way possible. You can trust him, and he's also extremely organized. Senator Smirnoff!
Yes, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to tell you all that I will represent the people in the best way possible. And I'm sorry, there seems to have been some confusion regarding my name. It is completely unrelated to the alcoholic beverage Smirnoff vodka. It's spelt exactly the same.
Excuse me. I came here to get this smear off of my bagel. I need to get I got cream cheese on my bagel, and we call it a schmear here in New York, and we wanted to get the schmear off of my bagel.
Yes. Well, interestingly enough, my family was in the schmear business, so we can actually help you with that. We do have some kiosks set up on the other side of the pavilion.
Listen, I got a nasty papper, if you know what I mean. Can you go ahead and take care of this schmear for me? This schmear is really nasty. I'll vote for you.
Well, of course, health. Well, I won't myself. It's not my area of expertise. But healthcare is very important in my campaign, and we do have some doctors here on the rear of the pavilion. If you'll.
Can you help me with the dribbly schmutz?
The dribbly schmutz. Well, just follow that gentleman there, and I'm sure that they
it's not in my rear. It's in my vagina.
Yeah, the lady with the schmear. She's got it in the front.
Right.
Yeah, it's not in the rear. It's in my front. It's in my frontal region.
Senator Smirnoff, or potential Senator Smirnoff, I have been conducting some poor business practices and have created a really bad name for myself. My name has been smeared. Can you help me rectify that?
Well, I've had some issues with my name myself. I understand those issues of wanting to separate your name from a certain object, like well, vodka, for example, or just a bad reputation. I believe that my campaign manager would be perfectly willing to help you clear you out. What sort of smear has your name been put under?
Well, based on selling really bad vacuum cleaners, my family business capsized. We sold appliances that didn't work, but we tricked people into liking them by making them sing.
You sold those talking appliances.
I did. The Inferno 3000, family biz.
We cut to a big fat guy and his dorky skinny friend busting into the campaign room, to the campaign hall. Oh yeah, and I'm that guy. Hey, Dad, I got good news about the vacuum company. I'm gonna go on a cross-country trip and save everything with my buddy here.
Oh, geez, that's not gonna work. You're just like, oh, whatever.
Dude, your parents are really unsupportive. No wonder you're so fucked up.
Oh, man. I got two friends. Two different type of controlling friends.
That's right.
So let's go save my family's vacuum company.
No, you know, the last time we did this, you went to, like, we had to do brake pads and everything. Like, I don't want to have to travel across country and get in a convertible. And remember that? Do you remember that?
Yes, when I ruined your car.
You ruined my car, and you put M&Ms in the engine. It was so annoying.
It was funny. It was really funny, and we became much better friends in the process. And same to you, David and David, my two friends that are named David. Think about how we became better friends. Imagine what heights we'd reach on this trip.
You know what sealed the deal for me was the dynamite. It showed me what kind of character you really have. Like the fact that you were willing to just, like, you were willing to go all the way. That was
I
it
need
for
to tell
me.
you, Dave, I need to tell you something. And don't let this affect our friendship. Those
Okay.
were hot dogs. No, I was talking to the other David.
Oh.
I know.
Those were hot dogs.
Hot
sorry.
dogs. I've heard those are great for Smirnoffs.
Hey, this guy seems fun. Why don't we bring him on the trip?
Sure, yeah, bring him on, put him on the bus.
I don't know why everybody thinks I'm a man. I have a pap smear. I'm confused here. You guys not listen.
It's actually it's your general smell.
Yeah, it's your smell.
Well, I just tried a new douche and it was just talking to me the whole time. It just was talking to me. It didn't even work.
A talking
Wait,
douche.
a talking douche.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't put me in there.
Oh
And that's our
boy!
show.
On the trip, talking douche.
That's our show. That's our show. Oh, boy.
Calling it on the talking douche. There it is.
I've dated those guys, though. I've dated those guys.
There were so many. It was metaphorical and figurative. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We are Mashed Potato. We are coming at you from a variety of places across this wonderful country and or continent. We are Mashed Potato, and at 10:30, starting up very shortly, is Funkle Todd. And we hope you catch their set too. And everybody, best wishes, safe travels back from DCM, wherever you may be, and or other safe travels. And have a great week, and we will see you later.
We're going into the open.